And welcome back. Correctionville, Iowa has a unique history that starts with its name. The town is named for the Correction Line, which forms 5th Street through the business district.
These lines were used by surveyors in making the division of land. KTIV's Clayton Anderson checked out a couple of historical sites in Correctionville.
There are 2 correction lines that run across Iowa. One runs from Scott County in the south to Harrison County, and the other one runs from Dubuque, Iowa in the north, across right through Correctionville and into Sioux City.
But there is more than just the town's name. Just under 800 people call Correctionville, Iowa home. The small rural town still shows some buildings and architecture dating back to the late 1800s. And the big building behind me on the corner in Correctionville was once a wooden building, but in the late 1800s, it was built brick by brick and still stands today as the town's museum. Inside, they have various displays of Correctionville in Woodbury County with history including significant music acts and information on the old opera house in the town of Correctionville that used to be a major attraction. Another portion of history preserved are archaeological artifacts showcasing the Oneota culture. The collection was discovered by Bob Ashmore, a local farmer.
At one time along the river here, there were thousands of Native Americans living in this area. So there were a lot of people here at one time.
Another thing that has remained throughout history is the military groups. Still standing is the Grand Army of the Republic building that is now home to the American Legion and VFW post in Correctionville.
This building right here is a big part of the community. If you ask anyone in town, you come into town, you're a stranger, and you say, where do the vets meet, or where's the, they'll tell you, the GAR Hall.
Outside the GAR Hall is several monuments and the town's Freedom Rock. They also have an old historical cannon and an aircraft representing military history. That'll do it for this episode of Hometown History. Join us next time to see where we head next. In Correctionville, Iowa, Clayton Anderson, KTIV News 4.